Okay. On Sunday, I have inter-Caribbean flight. I don't have a JetBlue, so we need JetBlue and BA for Sunday CC. You will do the honors? Come.
It's at 4 p.m. I'm sorry, at 12 noon. That's BA 2159, leaving tomorrow.
You have JetBlue?
JetBlue, okay, let me work that one.
Okay.
BA 2159 leaves at noon and everybody must be in lobby.
BA 2159 on Sunday, it leaves, the shuttle leaves at noon. The flight is at 4. JetBlue, we're going to get that information and we'll let you know as soon as we get it. All right, at this point, I'd like to call Justices Carla Brown-Antoine and Kimberly Fulgens-Sinak to the podium. Unfortunately, yesterday we spent so much time in the CAJO general meeting that we crowded out the meeting that was set aside for the Caribbean Association of Women Judges. We apologize for that. We are really very, very sorry about that. It was the longest association general meeting we've had ever, but it was productive, and as a result of it, of the women's judges meeting being crowded out, Ms. Fulgens, Justice Fulgens, and Justice Carla Brown-Antoine will make a few remarks on that issue.
Good morning, colleagues. I am Justice Kimberly Fulgens, resident judge in St. Lucia. This morning, I am very pleased and delighted to inform you and the gathering that after a long time, quite a long time, we have been able to incorporate the Eastern Caribbean Women Judges Association. As of the 25th of October, 2022. And today I would just like to acknowledge and thank a few people. Our Chief Justice, Dame Janice Pereira, for initiating the discussion on this area, but also encouraging us when I was despairing that it was not going to get done. Also, Justice Raghunath Lee from the CCJ, who, I probably didn't say it right, but I think she'll forgive me. But from the inception has been very encouraging and always provided the guidance that we needed. And Justice Carla Brown-Antoine, who provided me with the procedure as to what we were supposed to do. And I'm very grateful to her because I think that is what spearheaded the initiative in the final stages. So I'm very, very grateful to those persons. And lastly, I have a core of persons who came on board late, but who rose to the occasion. And so I want to recognize this morning the persons who are the first directors and members of the association. And that would be, they are in the audience, and I'll just ask them to stand, please. Justice Agnes Acti, Justice Angelica Tilaksing, and Master Tamara Gill. So it is our intention as we go forward to engage the rest of our judicial officers so that we can convene and make strides as we join the Caribbean Association of Women Judges, and we will be launching the association formally at some point in the future. So I thank you very much.
Yes, good morning, colleagues. So I am Justice Carla Brown Antoine. I'm the Secretary of the Caribbean Association of Women Judges and the President of the Trinidad and Tobago Association of Women Judges. And we are elated with the news today that finally the Association of the Eastern Caribbean Association of Women Judges have been formed. It's something we've been looking forward to for a long time, and we are very grateful, and we recognize the efforts of Chief Justice Dame Pereira in this achievement. So we congratulate, on behalf of the CAWJ, we congratulate the judges of the Eastern Caribbean in joining the family of women judges associations. And we look forward to the launch of your association, and we hope that obviously we'll be invited and we'll be there to continue to offer our support to this. And we want to invite the women judges, and we want to remind persons that even though it's called an association of women judges, membership is not only for women judges. Now, unfortunately, the CAWJ forum we were unable to hold that yesterday afternoon, but we will hold it virtually at a date and time which you will get notice of via email, and so it will be held virtually. So look out in your emails for an email from the Secretariat of the CAWJ inviting you to the forum. So it will be a short meeting of just an hour, and it will explain the work of the CAWJ, the project of the CAWJ, which we have on family violence, which is supported by the Spotlight Initiative, and other important information. So thank you very much.
Okay, thanks again to Justice Brown Antoine and Justice Kimberly Fulgence. Now, the JetBlue on Sunday, we don't have that schedule. So could you please apprise the Secretariat about the details and your identity, and they will be able to get you that information. Sorry about that. Now, the Constitution of CAJO makes provision for the conferment of honorary membership on deserving judicial officers. Article 8 of that Constitution, it states that honorary membership shall be open to those persons upon whom such a status is conferred by the association. The Constitution also notes that honorary members are eligible to attend and participate in the conference of the association, but shall not have the right to vote. The grant of honorary membership is a privilege which the management or the executive committee may accord from time to time. And it marks the esteem in which the association holds the deserving candidate. The Constitution does not spell out any detailed criteria for bestowing this status, but some elements should be obvious. For example, it must be the case that the candidate should perhaps have had a long association with the organization, or must have given outstanding service to CAJO over the years, or is such an exemplary Caribbean judicial officer that the association is pleased to invite them to accept such an honor. By any and indeed by all of these criteria, Justice Christopher Blackman easily qualifies for this recognition. And the CAJO executive is indeed extremely pleased to confer on him this well-deserved status of honorary member of the association. It's regrettable that he is not here in person, but we understand why that is so. And I was hoping that he would be able to join us virtually. I'm not sure that he is listening as we speak. But colleagues, Justice Blackman's involvement with CAJO, in a sense, began before the association was even launched. It started when the association was a mere idea. He was one of those whose views on the need for such a body prompted the Caribbean heads of judiciary at their meeting in the Cayman Islands in July 2007 to resolve formally, and here I'm quoting directly from the minutes of that 2007 meeting, quote, "A training conference of all judicial officers of the Caribbean must be held once every 2 or 3 years," unquote. And so it was that the first such meeting was held in Port of Spain in 2009. That initial CAJO conference elected a 10-member steering committee to run the affairs of the association. And Justice Blackman was elected to that steering committee along with Tamara Gill, Brian Sykes, William Chandler, Sandra Paul, Victoria Harrigan, Roy Jones, Ian Chang, now of blessed memory, Kenneth Benjamin, and myself. After that successful initial conference, 2 years on, we had not secured a host for a follow-up conference. And I recall vividly in February or March 2011 it was, Justice Blackman visited Trinidad and dropped in at the headquarters of the Caribbean Court of Justice. He, Christian Morris Allen, and I met at my chambers, and Justice Blackman insisted that at all costs, we absolutely must schedule a CAJO conference that year. He was then a judge of the Court of Appeal of the Bahamas, and he decided to take the bull by the horns. He indicated that he would personally lead a local organizing committee in the Bahamas if the then Chief Justice of that state, Chief Justice Barnett, would consent to the conference being hosted there. There and then, we called Chief Justice Barnett, and he said yes, provided Justice Blackman would do all that is necessary. That conference was held in Nassau from October the 6th to the 8th, 2011, and it was even more successful than the one in Port of Spain. Justice Blackman remained on the CAJO executive as deputy chair and played a pivotal role in organizing the 3rd CAJO conference in Barbados, the 4th CAJO conference in Jamaica, and the 5th CAJO Biennial conference in Curacao. Each conference was bigger and better than its predecessor. Throughout those years, between 2009 and 2017, he was the vice chairman, I was the chair. I got accustomed to my phone ringing as early as 6 in the morning or as late as 10 at night and hearing that familiar Bajan voice at the other end. "Adrian," and he would then impress upon me some brilliant idea he had conceived to enhance the work of the association. Justice Blackman's guidance, his selflessness, his industry, his experience and organizational skills all went a long way in the building of an association that all judicial officers across the Anglophone and Dutch Caribbean deeply respect and appreciate. We owe him a tremendous debt of gratitude for his contribution to CAJO. On behalf of Mr. Justice Jamadar, who, since taking over the leadership of the association in 2019, has transformed it into a well-oiled vehicle that is now an endemic feature of the Caribbean justice ecosystem. And on behalf of the Management Committee and all judicial officers, I take great pleasure in announcing the conferment upon Justice Blackman of the honorary status of honorary member of CAJO. Let's give a round of applause for that. I will be in Barbados hopefully at a function organized by the Bar Association of that country in late November, and we have agreed with the Bar Association that the formal plaque will be given to Justice Blackman in person on that occasion. At this point, I would now like to invite Madam Justice Maureen Rajnath Lee to offer a vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee that was involved at the CCJ end in the preparation of this conference, and Registrar Michelle John Thibbles to do the same on behalf of the local organizing committee.
Good morning again.
Bonjour, Maureen.
Bonjour, Michelle. Ça qu'a fait?
Muy bien. I see you trying a bit of our Creole.
Well, it's Creole month in St. Lucia. So since I'm in St. Lucia, I'm doing like the Lucians.
Ah, all right, all right.
What a successful conference this has been, Michelle.
Indeed, and at this time, we just want to say thanks to all those who assisted.
Michelle, tell me how to say that in Creole.
Ooh. Better yet, how about we let everybody try it in Creole, yes? Okay, so repeat after me. Après ça,
Après ça,
nous qu'a dit merci
nous qu'a dit merci
pour tout le monde
tout le monde
qui assistait.
qui assistait.
Ah, round of applause. C'est bon.
C'est bon, c'est bon.
Very good.
I have been asked by the CAJO and the CCJ to propose this vote of thanks to the many persons whose invaluable contributions have made the 2022 CAJO Biennial Conference an overwhelming success. The success of this conference would not have been possible without the hard work, dedication, and support of the host judiciary, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, and its Chief Justice, the Honorable Dame Pereira. We extend our profound gratitude. In addition, I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to our outstanding plenary speakers, and in particular, the Honorable Mia Mottley, Prime Minister of Barbados. Her keynote address on the first morning set the tone for this stimulating and engaging conference. Special thanks to all our speakers, our various panelists, panel chairs, and participants in all the sessions. Much of the work for this conference started a long time ago when certain committees, CAJO's Management Committee, the Papers and Panels Committee, and the Local Organizing Committee began to make plans. On behalf of us all, I extend sincere thanks to CAJO's Management Committee, led by Justice Peter Jamada, and Chair and his Vice Chair, Justice Vivian Georges Taylor Alexander. It is also my privilege to express gratitude to the members of the Papers and Panels Committee, and in particular to its skilled and devoted chair, Justice Adrian Saunders, President of the CCJ. You have fans. In this regard, it would be remiss of me not to mention the hard work put in by Justice Jamada and his dedicated and competent team. Aaron Ilahi, CAJO's Program Coordinator. Larissa Pena, CAJO's Legal Officer and Executive Manager. And Candice, where's Candice? Put up your hand. Candice Simmons, Administrative Officer to both CAJO and the Papers and Panels Committee. Thank you all. The other members of the Papers and the Panels Committee comprise the following: Justice Jacob Wyth, Justice Maureen Rajnorth Lee, Chief Justice Roxanne George, Justice Maurice de Court, Justice Lisa Ramsume Hines, Justice Juan Wolf, and Ms. Corrine Dobson. We thank them all. Allow me as well to express heartfelt thanks to the following members of staff and units of the Caribbean Court of Justice who have contributed immensely to the success of this conference. And if you're around, just stand or send a wave. Candice Cayona, Cece, where are you? Not around? Oh, Simone Moore, Paul Acqui, Oriel Herrera, Deborah Gibbs, Corrine Dobson, Deborah Williams, Denise Douglas, Lynn Williams, the Public Education and Protocol Unit headed by our own Ria Mohammed Pollard. Where are you, Ria? And of course, DK Noel, who is here as well. The Finance and Administrating Unit of the Court, and the Security and Logistics Unit. On behalf as well of CAJO, I publicly acknowledge and convey deep appreciation to the following: our sponsors, the Caribbean Court of Justice, the Jurist Project, UN Women, and VLEX. Let's give them a round of applause. And of course, our exhibitors, the Caribbean Court of Justice, the Jurist Project, UN Women. Oops. You see why you shouldn't have a hard copy? Good. VLEX, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, the National Center for State Courts, and the Caribbean Agency for Justice Solutions. A round of applause to all. As I close and hand over to my colleague, we will all agree that our visit to beautiful St. Lucia has been delightful. The arrangements for the conference have flowed seamlessly. We owe a great depth of gratitude to the following persons who went beyond the call of duty to ensure that the very best plans were put in place for our benefit. Elkanah Leonti, Senior Sales Executive at the Royal Ton. Thank you so much. And Tracy Gustave, Weddings, Events, and Group Manager at the Royal Ton. Let's give these a good round of applause. Thank you very much. Of course, none of this would be possible without the engagement and participation of you, dear colleagues. Thanks for coming out to CAJO 2022. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and you'll bear with me a little longer as I express thanks on behalf of the LOC, the Local Organizing Committee. First of all, we want to say a heartfelt thanks to President Adrian Saunders and Justice Peter Jamida and the CAJO team. It has been a wonderful experience. Both President Saunders and Justice Jamida go back a long way with the ECSC, and we're so grateful for the opportunity to have worked with you again. So please, we thank you. To the government of St. Lucia, we thank them for their continued support. To His Excellency Mr. Cyril Charles, Acting Governor General of St. Lucia, we are grateful for his kind hospitality in hosting an outstanding Creole soiree at his residence on Thursday evening. To Ms. Drania Frederick and her team for the brilliant display of St. Lucia culture, which took our breath away at the opening ceremony, and who will in a while continue to do so as they bring down the curtains on a well-spent 3 days. We thank you. To Officer Chico and the Cadet Corps of St. Lucia, who I must add are an outstanding group of young people. We saw them march in with pride to hoist our flag so beautifully. And I have to add that there was this young lady who was carrying the St. Lucian flag. And she got so emotional outside because she said, I've carried many flags, but I've never carried my own flag. So we want to say thanks and give them a round of applause. To Mr. Dwayne ATL and his team from DNB Sounds for their superb sound engineering. To the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who provided excellent protocol services at the airport. I'm sure all of you would agree, and throughout the conference. We want to say thank you to them. To the Ministry of Health, you may not have seen them, but Dr. Wilson and his team, they were on standby, as well as Officer Fernando James from the Fire Service. In the unlikely event that anybody needed their services, they were there in the distance, and we want to say thank you to them. To Officer Ernesto and Officer Lamontine, along with the other members of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. I'm sure when you came in, you saw them. They provided the outrider services. When you didn't know, they ensured all the vehicles were swept to ensure that there was nothing inappropriate on board and that we were all secure. So we really want to say thank you. To the team at Landmark Events, especially Adrian Auger, Renee DeMyers, and Craig Hyacinth for their outstanding logistic management, transfers, organization of the Chief Justice's reception, and for those of you who will be attending Helen of the West by Sea this afternoon, we really want to say thank you to them. We want to say thank you to Miss Delia Francois, Options Design. She did all of this, everything that you're seeing right now, the decor, and she did a fabulous job, you would agree. We want to say thanks to her. And to GIS St. Lucia, we see them right here. We thank them for their media coverage. Thank you. And then I would like to move on to what I like to call our dream team. At the court, we are of the belief that what we do is all about service. And this mantra remains at the forefront of our minds. And I think for this reason, we put our all into everything that we do. Our team worked tirelessly without complaint. Even when it got a bit overwhelming, nothing was too much to ask for them to do. And it's not often that you find a group of persons who are willing to go the extra mile. So you'll bear with me as I single them out. Honorable Dame Janice Pereira, our Chief Justice. Her ladyship was at every step of the way intricately involved in ensuring everything was up to mark. And we thank her so much for her formidable leadership. Please give her a round of applause. Justice Gertel Tom. I don't know if many of you know her. Justice Tom, you want to give us a little wave, please? Justice Tom for her unwavering support. Justice Georges Taylor Alexander. Thank you so much. Justice Agnes Acti. Master Carlos Michel. Carlos, give a wave. Let people see you. Thank you. Alana Simmons, our program coordinator. Alana. Mrs. Cecile Hill, Registrar of Antigua. Mr. Gregory Gerard, who is not present, he's off on assignment, but we want to give him a round of applause. Mr. Francis Letang. Francis. Mr. Dwaymian Brissett. Come on, Dwaymian. Miss Natasha James. Stand, Natasha. Miss Anselma Fadler. Miss Zania Plummer Gabriel. Miss Florentina Flojo Nelson. And we have some persons who are not here. Lenore Senkwa, she did those bookings for all our judges and make sure everything was intact. Rejane Montout, you may have seen her day after day with her belly sitting there taking all those. We thank her. Benedicta St. John de Sale, Natasha Fitzchristoph, Mr. Guy Staver, who's somewhere around. He did all our running up and down for us. Mr. Mark Ernest and Demetrius Charles for their IT support. Mr. Daniel Francis, Miss Savita Chandler. Savita is here. And the staff of the High Court of St. Lucia, we want to give them a big round. Last night they made your experience an unforgettable one, I'm told. Miss Desiree Valentine, our Judicial Research Assistant, for assistance as a rapporteur. And I just want you to put your hands together for the general staff at the ECSC headquarters. Even though they're not here, they're behind the scenes working and assisting. Please give them a round of applause. I can't thank you all enough. We may not be able to give you your just reward here on earth, but I trust in the Almighty's promise that your reward in heaven will be great. From this event alone, I can count the number of stars you probably got in your crown. So, thank you. If there is anyone else I have missed, please blame my head and not my heart. Thank you so much. CAJO 2022 will soon be a memory, but I am sure you would agree that it will be a really fond memory, forever etched in our hearts, and it would not have been possible without you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
It's a testament to the success of the association and these biennial conferences that when you meet someone who attends one for the first time, they lament the fact that they had missed those that went in the past, and they make a solemn pledge to be present with us at the next one. It is also indicative of the success of the association that each biennial conference is bigger and better than the one preceding it. And that has remained the case with this conference. So let's give St. Lucia and the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court a round of applause. Mention was made of the National Center for State Courts. I think this is the first time that they've been represented at CAJO, and we are very happy that they were able to make it here, and we certainly value our partnership with them, and we look forward to them engaging with them in other judicial initiatives. We are almost at the end. of our closing ceremony, I just want to say that I want to ask you all to make sure that you complete the survey forms for the various sessions. These survey forms, we look at them, we do an assessment of what's on the forms in order to help us with our planning for the future. The Helen of the West is going to depart at 2 p.m. and the trip would take about 4 hours, so plan from about 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And I think that's it. I would now like to invite the cultural artists to do the closing rites for this very wonderful ceremony. Thank you.
baby,
G6 Production.
That's the best baby. That's the best baby,
Hold on.
That's the best baby.
Cut the music, cut the music, cut the music. Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? My name is Tedison John, and I come from a beautiful island called St. Lucia. Can I have some love, please? Now, hold on a second. You guys been sitting down like you in church for the past couple of days. So here's what's going to happen, okay? I want everybody to stand with me. Can everybody stand to your feet, please? Stand to your feet. And who's in charge of the main lights? I want all the main lights off. Please. Who's in charge of the main lights? Can you put off the main lights? Because I don't want one judge whining with another judge and hello? And it gets out. Now, before we continue the show, we have a birthday girl in the house, 2 birthday ladies in the house that we're going to be celebrating their birthdays with them. Hold on a second. They told me, put off the other one too. Put off that one in front of me. Put off that one right there. That judge want to whine. Here, he want to put that one there. Put off that one there. Put it off. That one right there. Please put it off. Put it off. Where's Candace? Keona? Candace? Candace, and where's Maureen Lee? Maureen Lee? They left to come. They left to come back. Both of them? You serious? It's everybody's birthday today? And your shirt real colorful too. I love it. You look good. Hey, we're not starting until these lights off there. You know, that one look like it have to check. Somebody cut the wire, please. Cut the wire, please. Where's Candace and them? I want to sing happy birthday for them. They ain't come back yet? Oh Lord. So you're going to get it now. Everybody, let's give her a round of applause. Happy birthday. 21 looking very nice on you, my girl. I'm telling you, I love it. You look beautiful. Okay, so we're going to sing it together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Now we have something in St. Lucia. Hope you get some tonight. Hope you get some tonight. Hope you get some lovely presents. Why your minds, get your mind out of the gutter, please. Happy birthday to you. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Y'all ready to turn up and have a good time? That's right, that's right. Turn up the music for me, please. Let's have a good time. Turn up the music, let's go. Hey, turn up the music. Hey. Let's go. That's the best baby. Candace, you can't sit down, you know, you got to stand up. You can't sit down. That's the best baby. Somebody take a dance on him right here. He got a good trick. Let's go. Hey. You are mine. I'm just saying. I spot you anywhere from a mile, baby. And looking in your profile, no spam, nobody to base, baby. Persona alluring, a full of light, never boring. Flawless to the flooring. Baby, you give me a new meaning to life. Sure, like a feeling. Baby girl, you're the best part of my life. And I don't want you to change your moves. Hey, they got nothing on you. And you got nothing to prove. It's your birthday. All right, hey, it's your to St. Lucia. Give it to me at 12 o'clock on the dot. Answer your phone when I call you up. It's a sim lock. You know what's up? I wanna take you for a ride, girl. And them shoes in your foot, girl, take it off. Drop on your back, not coming off. Hold on tight now, now baby, don't waste time with me. Don't act like you new to this. I know that you. Hey, and take your time and go through with this. Show me what you can do with it. My girl, just a hold on to ya. I'm just saying, give me some. I'm just saying, hold on to ya. I'm just saying, give it to me. I'm just saying, hold on to ya. I'm just saying, give me some. Give me some. Hey, I'm just saying, hold on to ya. Yeah, give it to me. Take that. I take that. Hey, see tonight, you know. Hey, baby, you can come closer. You come closer. Hey, you want a party, yeah? You never want to fetch your party, yeah? Well, everybody, yeah, now roll your body, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nobody knows how we choose to drink. Oh, yeah. Nobody cares if they have plenty bills to pay. 'Cause now it's not the time for that. It's not the place for that. Oh. And then we take a time. Put your hands in the air like this. Welcome to the fetline. Hey, when everybody has a drink in their hands, don't call it a big job. When everybody rock down with a man, and this is the headline. When everybody have a drink in their hands, don't call it a big job. Hey, so what you say, hey, when I'm a trooper, I mean ain't no party pooper. I'm a real soldier, yeah. Say I'm a trooper. I mean no party pooper. Somebody scream! Squeeze. Anybody grateful for life? Can you put your two hands up to the sky? You're just grateful to see a new day. Give me a wave. 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 Let's go. I will show them a hey, listen to me. Oh, you claim that you know me, but you don't really know me. The kind of things I show me, you have no clue what I've been through. Try everything to show me on, but it's not really go. Hey, that's right. To be the way that I am. Oh Lord, I am the whole. I got the whole. Yeah, I in a different place. Mine in a different space. I on the road. I come on the whole. Yeah. I don't care what they say. Put your hands in the air. Here's a new day. Find somebody. Find somebody to celebrate a new way. Oh, find somebody to jam on. Oh yeah. Everybody sing. Come when everybody let go. Come when everybody let go. Come with me. Come family. Come when everybody let go. Come when everybody let go. Come when me. Next one. 1, 2, 3. Here we come from far. Oh Lord, we got more to go. I said we come from far. Yes, we got far away to go. And we keep going, we keep going. Yeah. Yes, we got far away to go. And we keep going. And when you see me, just know everything good, everything good, everything good, everything good. Hold on, yeah. Everything nice, everything nice, everything nice, everybody, yeah. Everything good, everything good. Hold on, everything good, everybody, yeah. Everything nice, everything nice, everything nice. Somebody scream! Hey, start it now. Hey, and let we do it now. Y'all ready? Y'all can come forward. Don't be afraid. Let's go. Somebody put your two hands up. Everybody. Hey, it's time to get up and to move it. Hold on, leaving up. Candace. Let's go. That's right. Listen to me, yeah. I woke up this morning and why? And I feel it nice. Oh, but the path that I chose comes with battles to fight. As long as I'm living, your future is. Can somebody brush off your shoulder? Hey, got no time for problems. Only written your shoulder. Put your problem behind. If you fall on this gap, get your head out. When they try to annoy you and they talking behind you, don't let nothing bother you. Put your two hands up to the sky, everybody. It's time to get up and move it. Leaving all your problems behind it. We pressing on to our victory. Follow me, let's go. Hey. Let's go, Candace, let's go. It's your birthday, hey. It's your... We don't, take it up, yeah, take it up. Shake it up, hey. Listen to me, yeah. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Your situation, it's not what it seems. As long as you, your future is. Hey, brush up the sword of the person you're standing next to. Let's go. Hit your problem behind you. If you fall down, just get up. Get your head on the earth. When they try to undermine you and they talking behind you, don't let nothing bother you. Put your two hands up to the sky, everybody. It's time to get up and move it. Leaving all your problems behind you. We pressing on to our victory. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Yeah. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Pull it. Somebody make some noise. Y'all having a good time? Y'all gonna be staying here for our Journée Creole celebrations. Y'all staying or y'all going back home tomorrow? Y'all staying? You going back home tomorrow? Change the ticket. Change the ticket. You can't be, yeah. You want to put it on my name? You want me to change the ticket? It's changing my mind. It's changing my mind. You understand? But welcome to Solution. Hope you've been having a beautiful time, and make sure you come back again. So many beautiful things to do, so many beautiful places to see, so many beautiful people. That's right. I saw that. Good one. I like you. I'll take you on the road, Judge. You look like you'll make sure everything. Gonna hit you off with this last one. Let's go. Please. Let's go. Hey, something on my chest. I want to express. Let me ask you a question. I cannot say what I want to say. Hey, I want to say what I want to say. Anybody here from Trinidad? I say what I want to say. Listen to me. People don't know you, but they won't judge you. Hey, they talking about you. Well, it must be something about you. A smile in your face and talking you and making up things far from the sing. While you're talking about me, I see a party in the back. I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. Can you sing my part? I'm telling you, please don't judge me. Why? Got to put you to on. Let's go. He don't like ugly. Give me a wave. Give me a wave. Give me a wave. Boss a wave. Give me a wave. Boss a wave. 1, 2. Show me a signal. Sing. Yo capale. How to give a. How to get it. Oh, I hear the song in the air. How to get it. Oh, Lord, hear them song. Listen to me, you think it easy. They bad mind and envy. Oh, take a walk in my shoes. Then let me hear you. They playing and talking you bad. I see you in the back, my girl. I see you in the back. Let's go. Hey, while you're talking about me, oh Lord, I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. Can you sing? I'm telling you, please don't judge me. Why? Got to put you to one. Let's go. He don't like it. Sometimes they keep their eyes off. Oh Lord. Show me a signal. Hey, 1, 2. Yo, Papa. Show it to them there. Oh Lord. Hear the song in the air. Oh Lord. My. Hear the song in the air. Can I say what I want to say? I want to say what I want to say. Oh, can I say what I want to say? Hey, I really want to say it. Oh Lord, at the back of your mind, you want to say this. Let me say what I want to say. Oh, I really wanna sing. I'm telling you, please don't judge me. Why? Gonna put you to one. He knows. Hey, now Charles, put one hand in the air. Everybody, put one hand in the air. Everybody, give me a fine little wave. Give me a wave. 1, 2. You can't